Hello, everybody, and welcome to Girl, Let's Agree to Disagree. We have Busy Blue with us today, and might I say, every Wednesday. Can I say
Yes,
that? Oh, are
you
you
can say it.
ready for this?
Okay, so
Is this is this a pop-in celebration because you're gonna be a regular on the show?
that's what it is. Thank you for having me.
Woo! Everybody!
Yes, I love it over here. Okay.
Hey, yes, we are celebrating. So everybody give Busy Blue a big welcome. We're really excited to have him. Hannah is not going to be with us today. That's she is currently, where is she? She's
She's
in the rock she's
oh my god.
vacationing
I said we
near
know. I know
mountains.
where this is. Oh,
Me
and
too. She
wasn't it?
did the not the Rockies, the she's in mountains.
Um,
She's on
no, she's
mountains.
not.
No?
Grand Canyon.
Oh, she's what? Isn't Grand Canyon a mountain?
I thought it was more like a
A rock?
canyon.
Well, yes. Everybody, get throw up some bees for Busy.
With your bees on the chat, you
Put your
guys.
bees
So,
up.
me sipping this is actually not what y'all think, girl. I am prepared today. You know, let's have a toast, okay, to freedom. Shout out to Hamilton. Let's have a toast to drink away my dignity. Uh, to drink away my dignity, my smarts, my know-how, and to, the best way to go down is with a drink. So, and I feel like where these girls are about to drag me, I need to have a cocktail for the dragging. So, Brandon, Bernie, cheers to you as well. Okay.
Cheers. I am not drinking until this weekend, but I have some type of bubbly.
Boom. Y'all, look at her. She went out. Oh, y'all, now I can drag her. Okay, so, because we still live. So, behind the scenes, right? Y'all saw how Jessica just froze, right? So, here we are talking, and I'm talking about getting myself together, this and that. She was like, go back to the last episode. You guys, thank you for watching our last episode. It made numbers. Go back and watch the last episode. She tried to cuss out me and Hannah. She was like, well, I'm doing everything. I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do this. I'm setting up this. And, oh, no, it was me, Hannah, and Brayden is where she did this, y'all. Then, today, she was like, okay, hopefully it stays on. And I was like, girl, I've heard this same song and saw this dance before. And here she is, freezing. This is God telling you right now, because you look like an angel with that wing or whatever that is behind you. It's telling you to go easy on Busy today.
First off, because I know I had issues with the internets and stuff, and people were telling me this, I ended up finding different ways to make sure that this wasn't going to happen today. So I unplugged my router. I checked the speed of my internet, like all of this good stuff, set everything up. And I'm kind of upset that this is lagging a little bit. So I apologize. Busy already knows the deal.
It's not lagging. It wasn't lagging.
Oh, it wasn't lagging? Okay.
No, you just froze for a second. And that could have really just been your computer. It doesn't have to be the internet. But it reminded me to get as many jabs in as I can.
Because he knows I'm about to read them today. I think for all of you all that may or may not know, we had drafts, and if you didn't check our little draft selection, it's our very first episode. It's like 2 episodes ago, and we did our drafts, and Busy had a particular person on said draft.
We won't say names
that we will not mention. Because we found out that if you say his name 3 times, he comes out and he targets you. So we're not trying to go there. And so we will not say his name. However, Busy made it a point to take a chance. He's always he's denied. I'm going to say this, Busy. I think that you're a sweet human for for believing and wanting to believe the good in people, and giving a chance on an underdog.
Okay, can y'all put in the chat? Is this a read? Because I feel like I'm being so sweet, so naive. Is what I. Is this a read? Okay, can y'all put it in the chat? Is this a read? Just how are we going to do this without Hannah keeping us under control?
I know. I don't know. I am now going to appoint the public.
Okay.
Everybody, when we get out of line, I need you to put it in the chat and say, y'all getting a little too crazy, because I think that's the problem. Busy and I can get crazy, and then Hannah's Hannah's the grounder. She's the one who reels us back in.
Yeah.
I think that's where we're at. But you know what? Today wasn't that exciting of an episode. So as people are here mentioning, let us know your thoughts on the episode.
They said that you were reading me. And I just want the record to show that she did read me and I was valid in what I felt. And put it in the chat, you guys, since you all are here. On a scale from 1 to 10, how did you rate today's episode? 1 being the not so good, and 10 being like, oh, it was amazing. What did you think about it? I'm excited to talk about it. You excited?
I am. We can start right away, because the thing is that I typically have issues with the edits, because they're pretty off from what we see on the feeds. And so I'm not going to talk. Well, actually, we can talk. Well, I think why we're going to do this every Wednesday is because it's pretty much closest to live eviction. So we can spill all of the live feed, stuff. If there are people on the show that do not watch the live feeds, you can get a little bit caught up on what Busy and I are watching, and we won't spoil you too much because it's already happened and you already know who's on the block, right?
Yeah. First of all, we didn't say to do half points, your mama and Miss Toya. They're like, it's like, girl, we didn't ask you for half points. And I will say, you guys, I'm a little jittery today because my sister is gonna have a baby. I was talking to Jess about this, so I'm also popping in celebration of that. So if you see me moving around a lot and excited, this is the first family member, because she's my only sister. This is my first family member that I've been able to be a part of their whole journey. My brothers have had children, but I didn't know those girls. Okay. But I do know and love my sister, and we have gotten to the end, and I'm so excited about it. So I'm excited that you all are here to celebrate with me as we go into this journey, and for just being here with me, even though she is going to read me. I'm sure, I should tell my sister to watch this right now just so she can read you back, just in case.
I won't go that hard on you, Busy, because I know that your sister is going to have a baby, and that this is a big time for you, because it says someone said little baby bee.
Oh, a little baby bee. Somebody Google, what's that called? Okay, is it called a little baby bee?
I think it is called a little baby bee.
Well, look, and see, now we reading each other, because you like, what's the Grand Canyon? Isn't that a mountain? No,
we don't know nothing. This is why Google exists. Okay.
Amen.
A baby bee, I think, is called a baby bee. I don't think it's what else would it be? A boop. I don't know what it would be.
With you. Hello there. If you rewind this back to the beginning, Jess thought that the Grand Canyon was a mountain.
Well, it's a canyon. It has mountains. I don't know. Whatever. I
said it's called a bug.
I grew up on an island. Like, how am I supposed to know what a canyon is?
Oh, somebody said it's called a brood.
Is it? Is it called a brood? A brood?
Your mama just
baby bee is a brood?
Is that what it is?
Google
said larva. She said
larva.
Brood.
Google said larva. Please don't call your baby a baby larva.
Soon as I get a hold of little baby Ezra, I'm gonna say, "You come here, you larva." Ezra. My sister is going to take him away from me. Okay?
I love it. Wait, you know what? I was so bad, y'all. I'm so sorry. Hey, I forgot to say, click like, subscribe, and click to receive our notifications. Smash the bell. Look at me. I never claimed to be a professional, Busy. You done. I mean, you were going to
No
have
one
it with
has
me this
ever
whole.
hosted better than you have.
Nobody could ever. I would never claim that, but I just remembered. If you haven't already, click like, subscribe, click, smash the notification bell. Let us know, or so that we can let you know when we're going on. We're going to be doing these every Wednesday after the show. So that's going to be our pretty steady, kind of the steadiness of that. And oh wait, I got something for you. Wait, no. It's a surprise, but it's not like one of those surprises. But it's a surprise. So we just got notification that girl, let's agree to disagree. We got the okay to interview all of the evictees for Big Brother pre-jury.
Oh my god. Okay, so there's something I want to talk to you about, but I'm gonna talk to you about it later tonight. But this, because I wanted to read someone really bad, but I'm not gonna read them. But this is what it feels like when you're an authentic that person. But this is like so exciting.
We're very excited.
Share this on. Well, just share the video right now on your Twitter, on your Instagram,
please.
on everything. People have been like reposting that stuff, and I'm like, okay,
yes,
show the people that I'm with her.
Show the world that what we're doing. We're so excited. I had asked CBS. We got the green light.
Yeah.
So excited because that gives us and obviously those that are watching the opportunity to send in your questions for whoever's going to leave. And I will write them down. I will ask them and we will post it on a completely separate, if not during the Wednesday. No, actually probably that Friday because it's going to be, I'm basically interviewing them the Friday right after eviction. So it's going to be Friday morning. I'm going to be one of the, I don't know how many people that are going to be interviewing them, but yeah, I get to ask them questions.
This is what we'll do because I don't know how Jess just said that. So y'all, this is what we'll do. Once, if you have any questions for the evicted house guests that night, hashtag GLATD.
Yeah,
and
girl,
with your question, or you can DM me, Hannah, or Jess, and we will make sure that there isn't Jess. And I will promise to you, whatever questions I saw from the hashtag and whatever ones I got, I will put them in a list, girl, so you don't have to do everything.
Oh. And that was busy slight read. He's reminding me of how I do everything.
Yeah, hello there. That's what it is. It's girl, let's agree to disagree.
Yeah, GLATD. Yes. And that would be more so on Twitter. If anything, we also have stuff that we could do here on YouTube as well. But if not, just come right back to these comments too, because if you comment on the YouTube once they're evicted, we get notifications immediately. So we'd be able to see that as well. So I thank you. I'm always constantly trying to figure out how can we one up. Last year, it will be 1 year in August that we've been doing all of this. Congrats. So the best way for you all to do it is to support us. Also, I think, Super Chat is a great way to support us as well.
Amen.
So if, as we start talking and you have a question or there's something that you want us to see and you want us to actually post, let us know. That's a great way to support the channel and to support us.
If not, just support the channel. Give us a Super Chat because Jess needs new internet, okay? And I feel like we could put some money together. So y'all, $2, just $2 for what? For $2 a day.
You can support this woman
on another internet
for an internet plan.
Yeah. So let's get into the review after I've read you.
I know. I thought he said I was going to read him, and yet he's had so many reads on me. But thank you, Busy, for all that you do. I'm very blessed to have met you. Oh hell no. Now people are saying let's start a GoFundMe for Jessica's new internet. Look, that is
That is that.
Wow. Yeah, you sure did try it, Busy. Look at y'all. Well, lucky for you that I have no shame.
Oh,
I let that go
oh
with
my
the Big
god.
Brother house. Very true. I left my shame there with all the
Oh
rest
my
of
god.
the losers that were in there.
That was funny though, Jess. That was funny. That was funny. Okay, okay. Let's start the review.
Yes, let's start. Okay, so we pretty much start with the two people on the block that were originally Alyssa
Mhm.
and Kylan, which was totally, you know, out of left field because guess what, Mr. I don't know, what are we gonna call him? I like Tiffany and the way she calls him Fry. So let's just call him Fry.
Let's call it fun.
Right? That's good. It's not too bad. With Fry
Mhm.
and uh yeah, he said he wasn't going to put up minorities and he said he wasn't going to put up women, and here we are at the
I think
very
he's one of
end.
those
He's done
people who
that.
don't see color or gender because, girl,
Oh no, not those.
yeah, you
Oh,
just did that. Okay. I don't see color and I don't see gender. So that's why when he said he wasn't going to put up any person of color or a woman, he put up those two because he doesn't see color or gender. So he didn't know. So we got to give him some grace.
I wow.
Oh, we got our first super chat of the night, Roderick.
Woo!
Pitch.
Wait, let's do this. Thank you, Roderick. Ooh, I like that name, Roderick. I don't want to say I love you both. Love your positive energy. Y'all make BB fun. That's what it's
Oh,
about. We
yeah, it
want to make
is.
things fun. It might not be accurate, but we at least make it fun,
We
right?
do. Yeah.
I like that. Thank you so much. I as long as this isn't for my internet, I'm okay.
Oh,
Um,
there'll be some coming for you. And the bees come to sting. So I know I'm going to get at least two people to super chat you for the internet. It's just you're not going to be able to go away from it.
Oh wow, this is embarrassing. Well, um, yeah. So let's go back to so Frenchie. So I
Hmm.
think he's a little. I don't know what the word is. Busy. I think it's
What do you,
delirious.
okay, why?
Is he? I don't understand. I don't understand the back and forth. This man was going. It was a wild spree of just senseless moves. I didn't understand. He says he's not going to put up a woman. He says he's not going to put up a minority. He ends up putting both. He's making it seem, I feel one of the things that I didn't like too much about this episode is the fact that he made it look like Travis was his target all along. Like, oh,
Did he? Because this the problem that I so I will say
what do
that
you?
I started off the episode late,
Mhm,
but when I did start the episode because I was talking to my mom, when I
mhm.
did turn on the episode, it was when Alyssa because I did see that Kylie was crying, and I love it when a black man cries because I feel like people are the most genuine when they cry, but when Kylie cries, it looked like he just got out the swimming pool. It doesn't look like sad to me. It looks like he need to blow his nose a little bit and wipe the chlorine out his face. Like to me, but I do look see another black man cry. Alyssa, she took a different approach and she was like, let me ask you something, Fry. Why me? And what was really shocking to me because when you're saying that he is what's the word you use
The what?
the word you used
I said delirious, but I meant
delirious.
deranged. That I think Marion said it. Marion said it. Like, I'm sorry, English was not my first language.
Girl, ain't
So
nobody judging you.
sometimes like the words don't really come out, but that was the word that I meant was deranged, not delirious, although delirious as well, because he
Yeah,
just looks
he could be that as
he
well.
could
So
be that
both
as
fit.
well.
But when it was his indecisiveness in combination with his overzealousness really was frustrating me
Mm.
because he sat down with Alyssa, which Alyssa, you should have went into that room by yourself and not with Brent. I mean, not with Brent. It was who's that guy she likes or
Christian.
Christian. He was like, she's like, why would you think any of those things? And Christian's like, I mean, but come on. because we're a good-looking couple
Because
and this
we're
is what we're meant.
cute.
Yeah, it's
She's
like, girl,
like, shut
no.
up.
And then that scene
Shut up.
lasted for I want to say 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Then after that, oh, Fry, he's like, wow, I was wrong this whole entire time. From the girl, this all it takes.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was like, that's all it takes. That's all. And then he goes into, but no, I know everything and I see everything and everything that I see. Oh,
You still
okay.
trust your gut
Oh,
because you
okay.
thought this
I was
before.
wrong. I was wrong. I was like,
Immediately.
what?
Just
And
how
then
much you could play with him because then you would have been able to be like, oh no, that's not true. Oh,
no.
I didn't know that. Sorry. So next target.
You see, one thing that I really admire about those about the house guests is
Mhm.
that they all kind of kiss ass. Like they're all kind of ass kissers. Like for me, I wouldn't have. I was like, he put me on the block. Fuck him. I'm done. Like,
You think
and
Alyssa was like that?
um.
I thought she was
Well,
gonna fight him.
I think the fact that Christian was there, I think the fact
Okay.
that Christian was there as a buffer to say, we're trying to work with you. And he did it in a bro style
Mhm.
that she was just able to be like, okay, yeah. She didn't have to say it, but I know that she wanted to tell him to fuck off. I know she did. The look on her face said it all. Alyssa said early on in the season that you would be able to, she didn't have a good poker face, and you would be able to tell on her face what she was feeling. And she is very much that person. You can tell when she doesn't like someone, you could tell when she's pissed off, you could tell when, like, I'm able to see those emotions from her. And I knew that she wasn't having it with Frenchie. She was pissed, and rightfully so. When you're telling someone, I mean, he gave everybody and their mama safety. So when you're doing that, and then in this episode you're like, oh, but I can't put Travis up because I promised him safety. Yo, you promised the minorities and the women
That's
safety
weird
too.
to turn
Like,
back on the women and minorities faster than I can't. Because we're jumping ahead. But I do have a question because I do, but somebody put in the chat, remind me to go right back to that because that was a great point, and I was about to read him for Phil because he's not above reproach. Were y'all this lovey-dovey, huggy, fall up? I feel like everybody's cuddling with everyone, and they just got
yeah.
in the house. Were y'all like that?
Have you met Nick Macaroni?
What? No, him.
That
Yes,
was his
but he's
whole.
like,
That was his whole mo. He
yeah,
was
but it was a lot.
dry humping, and he was dry humping the walls.
He was too
Like,
much, but everybody, it seems like in this house, everyone is like, oh, it's okay. And this and that. Now I saw the most sexy photo of Xavier holding Kylan, and I said, Jesus, oh my God, to just be sitting right next to him, just watching. Okay. But it just seems like everybody's holding, touching, loving, and
absolutely,
with everyone.
absolutely. And I think a lot of them are like that. I mean, I was like that with the girls.
Yeah.
But I'm married, so I couldn't do that with the boys. The only one that I was doing that with was really at that time was Tommy.
Yeah.
If I was, hugging or doing anything, but I wasn't always like on them. No, I was never the cuddling kind of girl, but they all did. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, we had like 3 or 4 showmances in our season. That was like a revolving door.
Yeah, and
You
I
know?
feel sorry for all of those romances. So then we get a scene with Sarah Beth, and her talking about her. So
Yes.
as someone who's bisexual, I want to say that one, it's very hard understanding yourself, in the midst of family dynamics or wanting to not upset anyone, and how the community views you. Because if you're gay, in the gay community, if you sleep with the same sex, you gay, and they really bash bisexuals. And in the straight community, which I see a little bit more fluidity now, and I've always dated girls who knew that I like guys too. So I haven't had this issue, but I have struggled with what she was struggling with family and with the communities, because in the straight community, some people are like, as soon as you touch that, you go to the other side, then you're done. Okay, you don't even ain't no question anymore. And as you're trying to battle and reason with yourself, you're still trying to make sure that you're not ostracizing yourself
Absolutely.
and respecting the people who love and care for you while not not respecting yourself. And I truly understood everything that she's going to through. Bisexuality is not easy. If she was just a lesbian and she could just say she's a lesbian, and I heard her and I felt her when she said, if I could just be a pick one side and then that would be it, and then we wouldn't have to deal with this stuff anymore. That it would be so much easier. But
Yeah.
then you miss out on everything that could be. You miss out on everything that can be, and you're stronger when you say, then I'm going to just be me. And even though I don't know what that means yet, because I feel like with my bisexuality, I fall in love with a person. And they can come in many shapes. I feel like I would date a trans person one day. Not that
Yeah.
you can leave me, you can't do that. But I feel like I would like date a trans person one day. Like I just could fall in love with whomever loves me. And
Absolutely.
watching this scene, everything she said, everything she felt, I mean, I didn't like her voice, but what can we do about that?
Oh, I think she has the cutest voice.
How
I
did you feel
do.
about
I
it,
think it's
Jess?
just so I do think it's so cute. But I do I agree with you. I agree with you in so many different ways. Like and I don't really tell people my business because obviously I'm married
Yeah,
to a heterosexual man and but I do identify as pansexual and it my best friend or one of them because I have like 18 best friends but but
you're one of those. Okay, so
yeah,
you would
sorry,
have
I
been
have
more
a lot
cuddly
of
in the house.
but well it was one of the reasons why I took the one-on-one approach with everybody because I
Mhm.
tend to really thrive in one-on-one situations but yeah, I have a lot of best friends but yeah, she married a trans man and so I saw it firsthand.
Yeah,
Like I've been throughout the whole process,
yeah,
and within that journey of her finding herself, I also found myself, and I understood the
uh-huh.
process a lot more. And of course, I fell in love with a man, but that was because I fell in love with him. I
Yeah.
didn't fall in love with the fact that he was a man. I just fell in love with everything that embodies him. So like that's like and so that is who I am, who I identify with. Of course, like I don't really share that a lot. So
You should.
um
This is probably why we're so close. Well, I
yeah.
don't say we're the most close, but now you know my
But
real
it's why
business.
it's why we connect. It's why we connect. But love, I guess I agree in all of this. Love is love is love is love. Like
Mhm.
I don't see the difference, and this is not the same as like not seeing color, y'all.
It sure
I'm
is not.
saying this is not. But I honestly see the person. I see the soul, and I see the personality. I don't have a type. I am
Yeah.
pansexual. I fall in love with souls and people and just
I
humans in
want to say that
general.
I'm pansexual, but I don't have the time for the research. Okay, I've already selected
And it
bisexual.
you already crossed it on the
Bro, I don't got no time for no other research. Okay, if I have to have a label bisexual, and I'm gonna keep it moving. Now I gotta start looking at other terms. I can't. Tavon. Oh, that's my baby daddy.
Oh,
He
it
said
is. I don't
it's
see. I don't know, Tivan. I don't know the.
it's right. Oh, right above it. He said I'm attracted to brains.
Oh, yes,
I
that's
am. I
sapiosexual
now
with the
I
brain, with the
love
brain.
someone's
No,
brain. I want
I
to
fell in love with
talk
dumbass
to
people.
you. It's some dumb people in the
Yeah,
world,
I fell
and
in love with
I
dumb
can't
people.
do.
So I'm pretty sure I'm not sapiosexual
If I
because
can't, if I feel like
I've
you
dated
can't
some people with no
reason,
brains.
if I feel like you can't reason, I can get very nervous, and I'm unyielding in the fact that I
Yeah,
want you to be able to step outside of yourself and truly think through. And when I can see someone do that, it's like, hey, Kylan. Okay, it gets you can definitely, and I don't care what the body look like. Okay, I just want to have someone who, because I feel like I connect with you now, Jazz. I'm so sorry. And I don't sleep with married people, okay? All right, so what I did have a problem with, and this is just the Big Brother fan to me, I don't like the girlfriend's name, okay? Because I will always hate Shelly's, okay? The way that they did Jordan and almost made Rachel lose that season, I will never, okay, like a Shelly. And that was just
Shelly. Oh boy, that's Shelly. That's Shelly. Or Portia's. I don't know.
Wow. And that's for several reasons. And that could be for a Big Brother or Real Housewives of Atlanta. So after that, we get a Frenchie segment.
We have a what?
The Frenchie segment.
And did we have a Frenchie segment after that? Or did we go into, yeah.
Fry segment. And he is, y'all, this is it. And I am prepared. And chat, let the people do it. I am prepared for a full dragorization. So please get your feelings out. I can't promise you that I'll read them. I'm not sure though if Jessica will highlight them.
For those who don't know, I'm gonna say it. Busy chose Frenchie as his first draft.
I did. We can't hide it.
Not part of his draft. His first. his very first choice.
That was not
draft. So this is an extra drag that needs to happen. Because it was his first choice out of so many potential people.
She's dragging it out.
It was Frenchie.
Frenchie, you and I was rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
I was rooting for you.
For you.
We were rooting for you. If I had a Tyra gift right now.
Girl, put it up, okay? His eyes, his shakiness. I would have thought he had, I said I don't remember to the man, but it was just so much happening with his own segment. And I think that Derek X explained it the most, because during this segment, basically he was saying that now that Alyssa and Christian have cleared the air, he definitely knows that they're not in the alliance anymore because they talked to him. So now he has to figure out what to do next. And the man is just creeping behind every door. Even when, and I think that the producers highlighted this on purpose, when Sarah Beth was telling her story, didn't he seem shaky? It seemed like he wasn't even listening to her. He was like, and I'm thinking, this girl is really talking, and he was like, what's going on? It just seemed ridiculous, and he's under cabinets. Talk about high DeVito. This man, it was everywhere, okay? He was in cabinets under pillowcases. He was behind doors, and Derek X said it the best when he's like, he's sitting here acting like all these fires are starting, and he's starting them, girl. This ain't a community fire. You are the fire starter. The man was unhinged, and absolutely. I was scared.
Yeah, like as I said, it was Frenchie's Funhouse, the craziest first week of feeds that anybody's ever seen in Big Brother history. It's been a wild one. Like when they said here deranged, I didn't understand. I still don't understand what his MO was. To go through all of that. At first, it was it stick to the plan. Mm-hmm. You said it was going to be Travis. You said it was going to be Travis and Christian. Fine. No Christian. You said it was going to be Brent. Oh, you're besties with Brent now? Okay. Then you said at one point Derek X. Eric X and Travis. That even made sense. Even though Derek X is still a minority. But that even made sense because they were a duo. But you went like the complete opposite way. You put Kyland as and edit, I'm not happy with you. You put Kyland, made it seem like Kyland was a pawn when this whole feeds, Frenchie has been talking about how Kyland and Xavier are threats and how they're dangerous and how they're crazy and all of these microaggressions that you can even think of. And I feel like that needs to that needs to get better, because you were able to post or put in the edit that he wasn't targeting females, and then he put a female up, but you left out that he said he wasn't going to put minorities up.
How do you
And
even edit that though? Like
and
his brain is like I wouldn't even know as a producer, if I'm gonna be honest. As a producer, I would be like, I don't know what to do with this footage. Like
yeah,
this man is crazy. I don't even know how to wrap this, because Jess, you gave more leeway in I'll just use that for lack of a better term, leeway to him than I would have, because it's like I don't think he stuck to a plan, because I didn't even know what the plan was, and it went from plan to plan to person to person to person to person. I still don't understand how we ended with Travis. Oh, I just spoiler alert, y'all. But I still don't understand.
Well, that's a spoiler because it's the end of the show. So the
I know,
show
but they're
is
coming for the recap, so we gotta recap the show. I don't want to give it up.
That's true.
Spoiler,
But
y'all. Who cares?
yeah, to get to who he got to, I think is a very interesting. It's a very interesting turn of events here, mainly because my neck has whiplash from all the turning from all the turn of events. I can now I can't move my. This is about as much as I can move my neck.
Her internet wasn't froze. Her neck was stuck. That's what it was, girl. See, this is what we talk about, y'all. So he's listening on this conversation. Derek X is being very boisterous, and I was like, girl, calm down, okay? Let your kids listen to Kids Bob. Calm down. But he was being very boisterous, and he Frenchie hears this. So then now he's the snake. And we hear what about he said he's going after all people of color. You have one going on. He's not dumb. Oh, he's not dumb. He knows what's going on. The thing is, and what I'm not understanding is, for a man who has all the answers, he is the private detective trying to figure out what's happening. So do you have all of the answers, or do you know what's going on? And then when he makes a decision, he's so sure he could trick himself to believe that something is happening that's not. I truly believe that he's the type of person. I'm saddened, but he's the person who's like, no, I in my heart of heart, that he can trick himself into believing something. And what is it called when you no, we're not gonna go down that rabbit hole. But after that, he's sitting down, and he said, he's sitting down with is Frenchie, Derek X, Brent,
yeah,
and there was a woman, but I don't think it was.
I think it was Alyssa.
Was it Alyssa?
Or maybe Brittany.
Maybe Brittany. What I do remember him is, I know what's going on, and there's so much happening, and I've been sitting here, and we're gonna sit here, we're gonna get up, and I'm thinking, what is all of this? And I'm telling y'all right now, if the people want to play ball, they want to play ball. He calls out Derek X and says to Derek X, and I have a lot going on. I know. I understand. I see. People don't think I see. I see. Okay. And he's doing all of this with his flip-flops on. No, those are slides. But it's tacky slides. If it's not Nike, it's not okay. And then Derek gets up because, like any normal person would, well, why does he think that it's me? Let me talk to this man. Here's Frenchie. He fell right into the trap. Got him.
I knew it. Got you. I got you. I'm like, you got what? What did you get? You were like pointing at me. You're like, what happened? This don't make no sense.
It doesn't. It just, everything was so stupid to me. And then the way that he's talking to him, and the nerve of this guy. I'm just saying, I got it. I understand. And then needed help opening up the door. Now, I'll tell you one thing, Derek X, you better than me, because I would have walked away when he could not slide that door back open, okay? You hear his plates clanking, because, and I'm just saying, and I'm going to be real about it. Can you help me with the, girl, no. No, ask somebody else to. I knock on the door for you though. Somebody get this for him, and I walk away.
This is why I'm saying that this cast is very kiss-assy, and I'm like very I it's like, wow, you really think that? No, please don't think that. Like, that's not what I was trying to do. I want to work with you. And then Frenchie says, here's a final two. I don't even know. I can't even count how many final twos he has. In the first one, it was Derek F. It was Big D and Frenchie. Now it's Brent and Frenchie. They haven't mentioned it. They haven't mentioned it yet.
Who?
But spoiler alert, if you're watching live feeds, I'm going to say spoiler alert, Christian and Frenchie have a final two as well. How that happened, I have no idea. I don't know how he keeps on getting into these final two moments. He literally is in an alliance with absolutely every individual in that house, and except for Derek X. Except for Derek X, basically, and Travis,
who helped him open that door.
And Travis, but Travis was part of, and that's the crazy part, is that people who are on the block are also a part of Slaughterhouse. So this is a hot mess, y'all. Like the amount,
hot mess express.
The amount of messes. I don't see this lasting for longer than 3 weeks. I do feel that if he keeps on doing this, he's definitely going to be a pre-juror. And I'm going to be really mad because I kind of don't want to interview him. So.
Yes, you will. And you will do it well.
Actually, I might give that interview to you, Busy.
I don't think they want me to talk to him, and I don't want to. I'm going to say, you know what, you got this, Jess. I really want me to. And I promise you,
like, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that, Frenchie?
So let's talk real quick, because I had money betting on this, okay? It would not go well, okay? They don't want me to do that. So then after that, this was my favorite scene, okay? The cookout. So for those who don't know what the cookout means, because they didn't really explain what the cookout means. And if you're not really a part of pop culture, or if you're not a black person, because I think only the black people say it. If you're not a black person, you wouldn't understand it. So in the black community, y'all know we known for just having a cookout, barbecue, whatever. That's what we call it. We having a cookout. When you like someone, or if someone of another background is cool with you, you bring them with you to the cookout. So, like Jolene, I would invite Jolene to the cookout. Okay? I would invite Jess to the cookout. Well, Jess is clearly going to the cookout because she's going with her husband. Okay? But, these are the people who would come to the cookout. And everybody want to come to the cookout. Okay? Mm-hmm. Everybody can't come to the cookout. Yeah, I remember that lady who was calling the cops because, you're not supposed to use these type of grills, because she wanted to be at the cookout. She can't come to the cookout. That's how I believe. But was it Barbecue Becky, I think was her name? But everybody want to come to the cookout. So in the black community, we are the cookout. The black community is the cookout. And what just is understood, you ain't got to explain. And they didn't do that. So I wanted to make sure that I made it very clear that if it didn't make sense why they so easily was like the cookout and then kept it going, this is why we need diversity in the background producers.
Roderick said it best. He said people out here thinking the alliance is called the cookout because they're always in the kitchen. Like, no. There's some culture for you. Like that, Busy just said it. Busy just, just took you to school on something.
Were people saying that for real?
I'm pretty sure they were.
That's crazy.
Especially with, the demographics, the demographics of the watcher, the people who watch Big Brother. I'm pretty sure they thought it was a cookout because they're always in the kitchen. I'm pretty sure they weren't thinking it was because of anything. It was because of anything else. Absolutely. So one of the things that what it didn't really show, but what I love that they did the cookout and they didn't even talk about the slaughterhouse, which I love.
Mm-hmm.
Is so within the cookout is, you know, Xavier, is Big D, it's Tiffany, it's Azza, it's Kylan,
Mm-hmm.
and Hannah, but Hannah doesn't know the name and that it's called the cookout. She doesn't know it's really an alliance. She just thinks that she is being protected by, you know, by
And
the
we have
cookout.
to, and we got to, girl. We got you, honorary girl. We'll bring you in.
You know, she's a little too young to
Yeah,
be near flammables.
yeah.
You know, she's like
We
the
got a
type of
kitty
girl that
table.
might put raisins in her potato salad. So
She do the. She's playing. She's helping with the kickball for the kids. Okay, that's what she's doing. She helping with the kickball for the kids. We always got to cook the
yeah,
kickball for the
they still
kids.
need to shelter her a little bit, and
Mm-hmm.
Tiffany is doing that, and I love Tiffany for that. But what I do love is that Tiffany said the cookout, but I'm playing my own game, and I'm be the grill master. Yes,
I
baby, I love it.
said, and you know that that's another one of my picks. Okay, not
Yes,
that
yes,
I have a
yes.
great track record,
You know
but
what? But I think she cancels out Frenchie, and she still gives you extra points. Like,
true.
so that might be a good thing for you
Okay, that's what we.
to
You
do.
know what? I'm gonna work with that for now to help my self esteem. But that's what. And oh, I was about to say something. Well, I don't mess up because you know we got interviews coming up. But diversity behind the scenes matters outside of just diversity on the screen, because someone who was a producer or an editor would have been able to pick up. We have to explain why they called it that, but someone would need to be knowledgeable that let's do a diary room edit so someone can explain to the viewers this is what a cookout is. And I was frustrated that I got it as soon as, because it seemed like Xavier just walked past and was like, okay, cookout, we got it, okay, and then just started walking away. And I was like, yes, okay. And then I thought to myself, no one is gonna understand what that means. Like, no one's gonna understand what that means. And if you had diversity in your staff, someone would have been like, no, we can just ask them. They know what that means, and we can get that out of them. But I love the cookout. I'm here for the cookout, and I'm here for my pick being the Growl Master. Season that thing up, girl. Season it up.
And she is, and she's doing insanely well. She is loved by everybody,
Mm-hmm.
including Frenchie. So I don't think she will ever be in the mix. I think when it comes to, and Fred, this is something that he didn't mention in either of the shows, or I don't even think he said this on the feeds. But Big Brother did the ask the HOH any question. You know, you
You
know how
watch
like
that?
yeah, I watch those. Yeah, because I used to be in
Well, I'm
HOH. I
saying
remember when they gave
his.
me. Oh, yeah. It was just one of those things. I was curious because I was like,
You're a
what else can I?
masochist.
No, it's because here's the thing, like, and this is not me taking Frenchie's side for whatever reason or the other.
That's self
But
harm, Jessica.
but
That is
I
self harm.
but I also want people to think in a different manner,
Mm-hmm.
right? It is what he is telling people. It's we're seeing what he's telling everybody.
Yeah.
His DRs is what he wants the public to see
Yeah.
of why he's telling people, you know, what he's saying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or kind of like the strategy behind it. But
Okay.
then the DRs, they don't always post all of the DRs. So as many things as you can watch on other people to kind of understand their game a little bit more, I watch, because I want to know, especially with HOH. They asked him, who are your your confidants, your best friends in the house?
Okay.
And he said Brent, he said Big D, and he said Tiffany. And those are his three. Those are his three main people. And I think that that's very, very important to know, because we know that Tiffany has a major, major part of his ear.
Yeah.
You know, they all think he's crazy. They all think that he's not, but Tiffany's a little bit older. She can kind of reel him in a little bit. We've noticed that she is not very shy to try to turn things around. I think that we've seen some people, especially those who have been on the block, someone like Kylan, someone like Alyssa, who just kind of sat there, not really trying turn things around for them. Like Kylan thought he was telling Derek X to use the veto on Alyssa for a hot second. And who was it? Tiffany said, She said, use it, have him use it on you because we don't want to play our cards right now. We don't have to, you don't want us to have to vote for you. Yeah. If Frenchie doesn't want,
let's keep all this behind the scenes.
We need this behind the scenes as long as possible. Yeah. See, that's Tiffany and her mastermind, grill mastermind at work. Kylan is not thinking that way right now, unfortunately. I thought he was going to be a little bit more, but I also know that being the first person on the block has you like your mind racing. Like, it's hard that the way you feel to have to work through your emotions and make moves. So
I'm gonna believe you. I ain't been there, but you didn't even act like this, and you did what America needed you to do. You did what needed to be done.
But I was also told in the beginning, in the first half, that I was a snooze, that I wasn't doing shit. Like,
no, you were. Yes, you were. That those are the facts.
No, but that wasn't the facts. I was laying low because I was on the block second and third week. Yeah. And I was not. I did a lot of my majority of my work the first week, and y'all didn't see that on the feeds. And I also got tidbitted and was told that a lot of the stuff that I was talking about wasn't on the feeds because I was always in a bikini. So that was more of a fat shaming situation. Yeah, I would like to say, but there were a lot of times where, just like how they're not putting cameras or trying to put cameras on someone like Big D when his shirt's off and stuff like that, because it makes other people uncomfortable or whatever that might be. You know, they were doing a lot of that.
I want to see him with his shirt off.
They were doing a lot of that.
Show us what they look like.
But yeah, I'm just saying. You all think that it's a lot of snooze, but you also only get 4 camera views and on two places.
Jessica, are you reading the viewers right now?
No, I'm just saying, because a lot of people are just like, we see everything, we see the feeds, we see blah 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 blah, and it's like,
I'm sorry, girl. That time is coming on, and you bored us.
I know,
and because you should not have just had a bikini on, and they should not have been. But whatever the reason is, girl, snooze fast, girl, snooze fast. But you made up for it with an iconic move that will never, and no one can take your iconicness away from you, girl, because we all lived for. That was a week in history for the history books. Now the rest of that stuff you talk about, we didn't see it, so we're not even really sure it's true.
But you had to imagine that if I had the HOH reign of the year, as so you say, how did I get to that point? I must have had, and I was so decisive, and I knew exactly what I wanted to do, and I knew when to strike, and I knew what I needed to do. Like, I was trying to win the HOH the second week, and it was between me and Jack ended up getting it, and then I went on the block, and I told them that, you know, it was a lot. I mean,
we don't want to traumatize you.
All that. We ain't gonna go through the trauma. I know it's traumatizing for y'all to even hear about 21. So I won't. This is a new dawn. This is a new day.
So we have Brent and Frenchie in the bed, and I'm not gonna say that. It was a weird conversation to me. I was gonna say it was weird to me, and he's like, I love your company. Yeah, you're so amazing. No, you're so amazing. But the man who came in here, see, and this is what I'm telling you, I have a problem with BLM hoes. And I say this all the time. People who don't say Black Lives Matter and only say BLM, side-eye them. Just like this. Say that's suspicious. Like Cardi B said, that's suspicious. Something's really weird with BLM.
That's people. Suspicious. That's weird.
That's weird, girl. You have to side-eye them like Cardi B. Because the man who came in here, not seeing color, not doing that, he is now having love fests with everybody who's not that. Okay? And it's very disturbing to me. And he was saying that I do think that Brent took time to, take advantage of the situation. And I thought that was smart. And he's like, look, I can't take out Travis, but I tell you somebody who can. You're the HOH. I love this communication too. No, you're so smart. I think that there's bigger targets in here. I think there's bigger fish to fry. Yeah, I mean, none of us can really be there. I loved everything. Look, he sold his company. He moved to. Now, is Travis going around telling people that he started a company, sold it, and now he lives just whimsically in Hawaii?
Yeah.
Girl, your face was like...
Travis, let me tell you, the reason Travis is on the block is he's a damn fool. That's why. Because he wanted to be looked at as a threat. Why he went around the house saying that no girl is contributing to any comps being won, and he was big mad about being last person picked or not picked, just given.
I said, girl, you were not picked. Okay?
And let me tell you something. You weren't picked in these drafts, boo boo, either. Yeah. You were given to Hannah. Hannah did not want you. Okay? Claire did not want you. You were given.
I didn't know he was going around saying this.
He was mad. He was big mad. He was big mad that he wasn't. So he wanted to let everybody know why he should have been picked, because he's smart. Because he's a compy. Because he's this. And so he put a target on his own back. He put a target on his own back. It was just, if anything, I was going around my season telling everybody, I don't know nothing. Nobody tells me anything. I don't know nothing.
That was your line, girl.
It was not my line because it was my line. Yeah,
it was your line,
but it wasn't my line because that's exactly what happened. No.
Yeah.
Given Jack never told me anything, but I knew Jack wasn't telling me anything, which is why I put him on the block. But I just kept letting people know. Yeah, I just kept letting people know that I didn't know anything.
So good. Smart. That's good. Smart. That was smart.
Because you don't need to think I know anything.
That's so dumb.
I just don't get it why you would do that. But I mean,
well, we do understand why he would do it, because
his ego.
Yes,
it's his ego.
Yeah,
you know,
his ego.
But you know, and then you have someone like Brent, which is right. Get him out. The fact that Frenchie now wants to say my plan is set. This is my plan, and it's going great. Whose plan? Brent's plan? Brent was the one who told you to backdoor Travis.
Best friend, but it feels right. They love each other. No, you're so cute. No, you're so cute. I love this. No, I love you. No, I think you're so great. I love your camo.
Yeah, one thing that I'm not too happy about is Joseph said they made Brent out to be a hero today. They sure did. They made Brent.
They gave him that much light. Really?
Really? The whole last. I think that Mr. Brent Champagne is probably the pick out of many people
for
to win. You know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. So if not, you would not have gotten the sob story last episode about how he's mistaken as a meathead, or like how he's looked at as a jock, and as a, like people, always think differently of him for being I forget what it was called. It wasn't a meathead. Jock, a meathead jock, or whatever.
Because I didn't feel like they really, from my viewpoint, I felt like they showed him having the talk, but because of how erratic Frenchie is, I didn't feel like anyone had a hand in him landing on Travis. Yeah. I feel like he blindly, well, no, I won't say blindly. I think he just stumbled there. But again, like I said in the beginning, he can trick himself. He can feel empowered by him just stumbling in it. I meant to be in here the whole time. That's the type of person that he is.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like they gave Brent an edit where he seemed heroic, because I didn't feel like Frenchie was taking anybody's advice but the advice of the chance. You could have flipped the quarter and said, okay, go in this room, and then Frenchie would be like, I said it all along.
But Brent did say like backdoor, because he wanted to backdoor Derek, right? Derek.
But then why can't Alyssa or Christian get the thing? Because then he's like, okay, well now Christian took the target off of them.
Well, Christian can't be
Well, not
nominated because he
Christian.
won the wild
Alyssa
card.
took the
Alyssa took that off of her because she said, yeah, we wanted to work with you, and all of a sudden,
yeah, we would never do that. Oh,
that's all he wants to hear.
it's
And Bryson,
cool.
I put this on because it's not, we weren't talking about Whitney. I don't know what you mean by Whitney, not Hannah.
Whitney and Hannah.
We were talking about how Travis was given to Claire to be on the Queens, and Travis was also given to Hannah from Girl Let's Agree to Disagree for her draft. Not to be mistaken with the Hannah that is on the show right now. That's not who we're talking about. We're just saying that Travis wasn't picked in our draft and he wasn't picked on their draft. So he was a
Either
2 for
way,
2.
I do think that that was so. Now that I'm getting the backstory from you, it's dumb AF for him to go around and tell people. But I'm a human being. I would feel upset that I wasn't picked first. So I would say to someone, yo, why didn't you pick me? Or I would actually, I don't know if I would take your approach, which was a great one. I want to feel like I will go around and just keep asking people so that I can gather information around who they think I am and then what I should be from that. So I would have been going around like, it still does bother me that I was picked last. Like, I know I'm not like the smartest, or can you tell me why? And then listen to everyone boost me up or not boost me up, and then become and shape and mold myself into whoever that person is. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I feel like I would have just been like, oh, I just want to know why. I thought I was smart. I thought I was. Girl, y'all gonna look at me like a sad puppy, okay? Throughout this house, and it's like he's still depressed. It'll be week 17, okay? And y'all be like, don't.
But you don't want them to look depressed because like they'll just get rid of you if you make them feel bad.
That's true because everybody's hugging and loving and licking up on each other. So
It's
this is
always
not the
about
one
being
sad.
able. Yeah, it's always about being able to bounce back, which in the feeds, it's one of the things that they mentioned about Alyssa, the fact that she was so graceful on the block, like that she wasn't really freaking out or doing anything, but is also going to be partially her demise because now people are looking at her as a potential pawn star, and like that's not a good look, girl. You cute, but you ain't cute enough to be a pawn star. Like,
I have never heard that term. Do
never
we
heard
use
of pawn
that?
star?
No, in the
Yeah.
community.
Yeah,
With the
we
Big
used to
Brother
say it in the
community.
house. Yeah, we used to say it in
Really?
the house. Yeah. When you're just a pawn every week, you're a pawn star. Yeah.
Hashtag Pawn Star. I love it. Hashtag Pawn Star. No one wants to be a pawn. I didn't watch, so I'm hoping that you can help me with this part because again, where I'm leaving. Like, I won't say right after this. I'm gonna take a 2-hour nap. But we were packing, so when the veto started, I have 0 notes. So you're gonna have to take the lead.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, yeah, because we're on the veto, right? So, we go in. So now, going into the veto, before the veto, actually, Brent, after having this conversation with Frenchie, ends up telling Derek X that Frenchie wants to backdoor him. And this is partially due to the fact that Derek X is on his team. So it actually affects, Derek X is on Brent's team. So it affects him if Derek leaves. He doesn't want Derek, to get backdoored. That's why he's trying to divert it to Travis in a way. So it's very selfish on Brent's,
I'm missing that part.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why the heroic. Why didn't you stop me? You had me sit up here wrong this whole time. Maybe that's. So,
I thought you knew this. If I didn't know that you missed a part, then I would have talked to you.
I didn't know that, girl. You had me looking dumb on the internet. Okay.
Sorry. So yes, that's why it looks like this whole Travis, this little seedling, I would say, he's planting seeds into Frenchie's brain, saying Travis is the actual real threat, and there was a moment where Frenchie's like, don't trust Derek X. I don't want any. This is what I have problems with Frenchie. He's like, don't talk to him, don't look at him, don't associate with him. It's like,
this camp comeback.
Like, I'm sorry,
this.
Jack Matthews. You could tell me who I cannot talk to. And so Brent told him that Brent told him, well, he's on my team. That's going to be very hard for me to not, to disassociate myself with him. So he was I think Brent in this particular case is very good with managing Frenchie, but it is very much when I look at Brent, I think like, well,
This changes my viewpoint.
anything that makes sense is probably because Brent is putting that seed inside of, in Frenchie's brain, not because he actually has it there. So, I mean, so we digress. Gosh, I'm bad. I'm really bad.
Okay.
How am I going to do this? I don't know how I'm going to do the rest of this season without looking like a complete. Mind you, I'm just talking about game here. I'm not talking about anybody personally because I don't know them personally. So I am not reading them on a personal level. But I'm saying this like game wise, it's a mess. So
not yet because we do get to interview them. You do get to interview them when they leave.
Absolutely.
So then we can read them personally. Okay. As of right now, it's just on the game. Okay?
Right now, it's just on game. So so we go into the veto, and the veto gets chosen. It's Tiffany, it's Derek X. Kyland has house guest choice, and he picks Travis, which is interesting. Alyssa, and then Frenchie. So Frenchie really did not want Derek X or Travis playing in the veto. It looked in the if y'all let me know if you guys felt the same way. It sounded almost like he didn't want anybody winning the veto. He wanted it to stay the same. Like he really just wanted nominations to stay the same. That's what I just kept on getting from his.
Really?
Yeah, I got that feeling that he wanted the nominations to stay the same. But it's like, why would you want the nominations to stay the same if you're now good with Alyssa and you said Kylan was just a pawn?
Yeah, so now I feel back to the way I felt before even knowing that brand information. The man is erratic. There is no thing. I should probably watch this show because I didn't even see that part.
Yeah, so either way, Derek X goes in knowing that he is a potential backdoor. Okay, which I think gives him a little bit more of that fire under his ass. And so the name of the game was Massive Cocktails. They were big boards where you had a ball that was pretty much a cherry, and you had these big fruit, and then wedges that you strategically place. As you put the cherry, it has to go through the ice. It has to touch all of the garland and the wedges and whatnot.
Okay, I'm seeing.
And then it goes into a
straw, and I saw a limit. And I was thinking,
it needs to go.
I'm too late. I hope Justice taking notes on this. I was looking at it and I was like, I don't even know because I'm just walking through the room at this point trying to pack, and I was like, I hope Justice taking notes on this because I wouldn't even know what to say. It just seemed like someone, I don't know who it was, but someone just kept over and over and over again dropping the ball. And I went to college, and I was like, I don't even know what this game is. So I hope Justice taking notes on
it. So the whole idea was to get your garnishes. You have your own garnishes, and you have to maneuver it so that it bounces, so that the ball, the cherry, bounces off all of the garnishes and into the cup. So and whoever does that wins, right? So one of the amazing things, I was like, wow, Derek's really smart. If this was his actual strategy, everybody started from the top because you start with the cherry on top and then it moves down the board. Everybody was trying to maneuver the top, and Derek said that his strategy was to move the bottom. So he had the bottom down. And then when it came to the top, he's just going to copy what everybody else did so that the top. Yeah. And this is where the strategy makes sense. This is an app. This is an app builder. Derek X is a smart guy. Who said over here in the comments that you're a sapiosexual? I'm pretty sure that you must be in love with Derek X because that was the sexiest shit that I had ever heard.
That was my boyfriend who said it. Yeah. And my boyfriend.
Watch out for Derek X.
No lie. My boyfriend is an app builder. That's what he does. He builds apps. He is an Android app developer.
There you go. There you
And
go.
so
Yeah.
he seems sexier to me now.
Yeah, he like
Be
I think
ooh,
there's a lot of well, you know that Hannah has a little thing for
I
him
know
too,
I
right?
can't still,
It's
I can't still.
the cutest thing. I'm just like, oh my god, would I love to see
Yeah,
a Hannah and Derek X little
so
showmance
cute.
go on. That's the cutest little thing. Yeah, but yeah, so there that
She
was
needs to
his
allow herself to be happy. Sorry,
that was
that's
his
smart.
strategy, and that was very, very, very smart.
So he wins.
Um,
I'm gonna say I wrote it down. I did hear that Derek. Well, I wrote Derek K. Derek X did win.
yes,
Who
Derek,
kept
Derek,
going
at
over and over and over and over again? Who was that?
oh, everybody, they
Put it in the
were.
chat, y'all. There was someone who was like, I went to college. And they just kept doing the same thing over and over again. And I didn't understand what the game was. I didn't get it. But when I was walking through the room, what I only remember is someone being like, I went to college. It was Travis. Oh, makes sense.
It was
Never
Travis.
mind. Never mind.
Oh well. I mean, I think a lot of people went to. I think probably that
Yeah.
whole cast,
We're not impressed, girl.
except
Okay, that don't mean anything.
everybody's like, I went to college, and and then here Frenchie is talking about he went to jail. I have no idea. Like, it's it. You didn't see that? You didn't see that everybody
I
was talking about how he's been to jail like twice or three times or something? Like I I
is this where
I
his tattoos came from?
oh
Are they jail tats?
I have no I don't know. I have no idea. But it's interesting because I saw a clip where he was just and then they took off the clip and it was like, oh, so am I the only one who's been to jail? And it like cut feeds. And it's like, why is he even
Girl, and we was asking the
why?
question, and let's be clear. And I'm
You
blaming you for all of this because every time that I chose that man, I even went onto another channel. Y'all make sure y'all go check out Nerdtainment. I went into Nerdtainment and I was like, well, Jess told me that he's a nice guy. And so since he's not, and he donated money to her cause, and since he donated and Jess told me she wouldn't lie to me, I'm picking him. Because I got
I
so
mean,
close
he
to
did
you.
all those things. He was
And
nice to
girl,
Rockstar
from
too, and that girl's
behind the
not even
bar,
having it.
behind bars, he was behind bars. Okay, this was love at the lockup, and I have now gotten swindled because you told me that you liked him, and yet he helped me out with a charity, and I'm sitting here giving money to this criminal.
Oh my god. I can't.
Giving
And
money to this criminal. I have sat here and supported this criminal because of what Jessica told me, and I want to make sure that it's on public record.
no.
Dog.
Yo, we just got this. We just I just need to interview the first person. I just need to interview one
Okay, I'm away, but
one person.
I just want to say
Oh, I'm
I love
dying.
you, and you could tell that I love you because I made all my decisions over my adoration for you.
I I love how busy is now somehow blaming me for his decisions.
you got to see
For
how that
his
worked.
decisions. You
Look,
see?
someone
He
influenced it.
belongs on Big Brother.
Someone influenced it, and Jess was the one. She's like, "No, he's so kind. He's donated so much money to my causes. He helped out with a charity I was about." And I was like, "Well, Jess wouldn't lie. I'm picking him first. Okay, I should have known someone, so she ain't pick him. I'm gonna pick him first." And now here I am stuck with this man.
Oh
Crap.
my god.
So after that, we got Alyssa. I felt like, I just wrote this down. It wasn't a major part of the episode. I felt like she kept putting 20 on 10, and it was annoying me. When they came back into the house after the veto competition, and she's like, I can't win anything. I can't win for anything. She sucks. It's like, girl, calm down. I feel like she was putting 20 on 10.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's strategy, because you said that she hated it with class, not the way that those cameras was pinging on her. I can't win. I can't just no. and she yelled it for the whole first like 40 seconds of that scene. She's just
Maybe.
yelling in the house, "I suck. I'm a loser. I can't do it. I'll never be able to. I can't. Oh, this is so sad." And I was like, I don't like what she's doing. I mean, I guess Travis is probably like, "I'm a winner," but I didn't like that. How did you feel about that? If you noticed it?
I did not notice that. I didn't
Mhm.
notice it. But then again, I think at one point I went to the bathroom. Maybe that was when I went to the bathroom.
I love the fact that thank God both of us are like watching and taking notes, because when I'm not watching, you're watching, and
There
then when
you
you're not watching, I'm
go.
watching.
See, that's the plan from now on out. I just want to tell people, we are not Rob Has a Podcast, so you will not get all the information you need, but you will
Definitely not.
laugh.
You will have a lot of fun over here, but if you're
We
looking for
will
the facts,
listen if you want. If we will listen if you want to throw some shade, we
yes, we
will. We
will.
will put it on. We'll post it up to make you feel heard.
We should.
We will let out your frustrations with the season. We want to know.
Tell us everything
That
you
is who we
feel.
are, your confidants.
No,
We will be all of those things for you.
if you want the facts, I'm not gonna say that. Go to Rob Has a Podcast, girl. They have them on Nerdtainment. Go to Jolene. Go to Maddie, Mad Rose, and not because I don't love you, or go to honestly Annika, and not because and I didn't mention anyone because I don't love y'all right now. I don't. It's not on the top of my head, but
Yeah.
outside
There's
of
so
that,
many. There's so many. So many great
it's amazing ones. We're small YouTubers ourselves. Okay.
Yeah, you can't always get it right. You can't always get it right. You have, and I think that's the beauty of the YouTube world, is that if you don't catch us, if you don't catch them live, you could catch them when you could watch the shows later.
On a
If you
playback.
can't, yeah, on a playback, and you could still like and subscribe to them and know when they're on, and we're not all on at the same time, and yeah, all that good stuff. So I agree with that wholeheartedly. And then that way you get everybody what different people feel. And I love I love Jolene's in general, because she has a lot more spicier takes on on what's going on, and is very, very opinionated in her stance, and I love her, and she has very great comedic outtake on that. And and then and then you have someone like Sarah from Nerdtainment, who tries to be as unbiased as possible, and it's
I
still
told Sarah
really
that
great.
I didn't like her when I first met her, and she would never let me forget it. But I was like, "Girl, you white, okay?" And I was like, I didn't like how white you were, okay? And I got afraid that I wouldn't like you because you white. But now that I talk to Sarah all the time, it's just like she's such an amazing woman.
She is. She's so amazing.
She's so awesome, and she is still white, y'all. But she is like so awesome, and she's everything that she is on television, and full of sarcasm, love, and light and fun. And because it's only her and sometimes her co-host David, you can't see it, but y'all, she's awesome too. Okay, but y'all know I'm full of jokes and sarcasm.
Yeah,
and it's me and Jolie to the day we die. Now Jessica tried to creep in, but this last week she has read me for filth, and she's lucky that I responded to anything she said to me.
It's that Puerto Rican creeping. I crept real quick. But yeah, they're all amazing. They're all amazing. And hey, I listen to Taryn in the morning too to get my live feeds, just because I don't know what the hell's going on sometimes when I watch that stuff, and I'm just like, am I crazy? Or and
you
then
must be, because just you do stay up to watch them. So what I don't understand is you listening to anyone's live feeds because you was there.
I know. I stay up and I watch Taryn's live feeds because I just want to make sure that what I was watching was real. It's like I need to make sure that it's not. Sometimes I don't. Here's it. How do I put this?
And your husband is still making you go to therapy, right? That's what you said last episode with us?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure, girl.
Yes, I still go to therapy for this. But I'm just saying, culturally, I
Mm-hmm.
don't understand a lot of things
I
sometimes.
get you.
This is where I say that, actually in the episode, it
Mm-hmm.
was so amazing to listen to Aza talk about how amazing it is to have people that look like her, that can share in culture, that share in
Oh yes.
understanding. And I again will say jealous, and not in a bad way, because I'm so happy for them. And I'm not making it about me right now, but for a second I am, because I didn't have
Honesty.
that because I didn't have that cultural, like the closest that I had was someone like Kemi, where we talked
Mm-hmm.
about race and things of that nature. But it's still not the same. I didn't have anybody that I could connect to culturally. So sometimes I feel like I miss things. I just like, does this make sense, or is this like the white culture? Is this the way white people maneuver? Like, is this something that I just wasn't taught? Like, so
I
I
hear
need to
you.
kind of check myself and say, like, is this just me that I don't get it? Or is it like crazy for everybody? Or is this just typical standard crazy? Or like, what
Mm-hmm.
is this? So
Regular
that's
white people
why,
stuff because we not white.
yeah. And so it's hard. And I,
Yeah.
I think that's another reason to support us
Mm-hmm.
and share the channel, because it's like two other, it's not just one sided views.
Mm-hmm.
It's looking at different cultures and how they perceive these episodes in the live feeds, because culturally, on a cultural take, we understand things differently sometimes because we were just raised different.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have some of the sense of um people's privilege,
Mm-hmm.
but also knowing that they still struggle even though they're privileged.
Mm-hmm.
And I still have some privileges that Busy might not have, and Busy, like, and
Girl,
there's
cause
there's
you light bright, okay? You are light bright, girl. I mean, you are, but your husband look like me. Dang,
this
okay.
isn't like super light. This is like
I mean, I don't think in your community you will have that much of an issue.
I'm not the whitest, no, but I'm
You're
not.
not. You're not. I didn't say all of that now, girl, because you could be discriminated against.
I definitely can and have been discriminated
Mhm.
against, but I do still understand that I could wear lighter makeup, and I could go blonde, and I could pop in some blue
Girl, and then
contacts.
the people will pass you right through.
But
She's good. She's good.
as long as I don't talk, but once my mouth opens, they're like, "Oh nope, that bitch ain't white." Go.
It's something about that girl. We
They're
gotta take
like,
her
"Nope,
back
nope,
now.
nope, nope. Bring her in.
She
Bring her
made
in."
rice and peas, and I don't know. It's too
She's
good.
I was
Too
like, I don't
good.
know where I belong. No, but no,
That was
that's
a good way to. That was a great way to explain it, though.
yeah,
And I love the fact that you said that.
yeah.
What I did not understand about this next scene with Alyssa and Xavier was the scene,
Mm.
girl. Because we could skip past it. I didn't understand the importance of it. Why are we here? I could, because I'm about to read Frenchie, but I want to see if you had anything to say about anything that happened in that room outside of how sexy Xavier is, and he could touch me. I'm telling y'all the things that I would let him do to me with my boyfriend standing there. Like I'm telling y'all that man is so fine. Okay, he's so fine. I didn't get the scene. So I was the next scene, just I don't know, you might have to put your seatbelt on because I'm about to read this man.
Wait, what part? Which when we're talking about?
Xavier and Alyssa, I want to know if you had anything to say about that scene because I didn't understand the scene. It seemed stupid to me. I don't know why we were there. But after that, Derek and Frenchie have a conversation, and I'm about to dive in like Trey Songz said, and I'm about to read him all of his rights.
Go for it.
So y'all, then we get this scene after I saw sexy Xavier talking to Alyssa. It didn't make no sense. She banged her elbow. It is because God said we're bored. Derek and Frenchie have a conversation. Derek don't want to veto. And Frenchie, this is what he said. Here we go. I just want to let you know in the beginning that you do whatever's going to be good for your game. I don't want to have any parts in any decisions of anything that's happening. You do what's best for you. You do what's good for your game, and you keep going on. Oh, okay. So I think but what I think you should do is that you should put up Travis because what word did he use? Use it on. I don't feel like you should do anything but what's good for your game. Do what's great for you and your game, what's going to keep you further. But use the veto on Travis and then use the veto on Kylan, take Kylan off, and I'll put up Travis because Travis said this. Girl, let me tell you something, Frenchie. I'm getting sick and tired of being sick and tired of you. Okay, you gave Jessica whiplash, and we thought her hand connection was bad. But no, it's you flip-flopping up and down here. And then this is what the problem is. He's sitting here trying to convince us that he's trying to convince him that he's not going to try to convince anybody to do anything. And he's telling the whole spreadsheet to play. This is what you need to do. Okay, and the next, okay? But do what's good for you and do what's good for your best. But use it on him. He told the whole outline spiel. And the thing is, girl, talk about walking into something or somebody walking into a trap. You are the person who's been trapped, girl, because we already want to do that already. Okay, I came up to come to you to talk to you because from what I'm about to say now, Brent had already said, tell you this is what you should do. You are the one who walked into a trap, okay? And now I'm going to do exactly what I knew I was going to do, but make you think that you was going to do it. And then the nerve of Frenchie to sit here and talk about, yeah, because I know everything that's going on. And I want them to go up because they said that if I don't take out this person, they coming after you, okay? And you don't answer how many... Oh my God, the tangle where we weave. The way that this man is going around and in his brain, he reasons with himself. It's a smart move to tell this lie about this lie. He could have kept it at what do you think about this and let it go. Absolutely. I cannot. I want to be able to. I really do want to be able to, but I can't. He's so dumb. Oh, okay, I need to take a breather because sometimes my reads when I get into the read.
No, but you're totally right. It just makes sense. It doesn't make sense that he would just say like do whatever is good for your game,
and then map out, give him the Google Map directions to what he thinks should be happening.
Absolutely, and then you're saying take off Kylan, and this is what I didn't understand because it says take off Kylan. And I will give you security or you'll be good with me or whatever. Dude, you don't have power after you're about to lose your power in 2 days.
And so I don't even trust the power that you trust that you have because you didn't even roll those dice that you could do. We saw it. Sorry, you were talking.
No, it's true. Joseph said French fries makes me feel stupid when I see him on feeds. My IQ drops 10 points. It's so bad, guys. And yeah, Rockstar did a rant on Twitter basically denouncing she ever gave him tips to the game. Yeah, she did.
Are you gonna publicly denounce? No, let's not do that. Never ignore that question. Ignore that question.
You know what? I never publicly supported him. So it was not, and I didn't have any. That's no, true. I just said that he was not. He was like people had asked me what I thought of him, and I said he'd been nothing but nice in like the messages that he sent me. You know, but I don't know him. I did say it earlier on that I knew that he was controversial in some of the things that he said. I did mention that you can go back to some of our, to some of our earlier shows. I did say that he's going to give us something to, because he's very opinionated. I said that. But I didn't say I'm all for Frenchie. And of course, with the, with all of the allegations that are against him, that are surrounding him,
and what he's showing.
Yeah, what he's showing, the allegations, all of these things, there was no way that I could publicly, support him. I'm
gonna say this, y'all, and this is me. This is Busy talking by Busy Self, and this is not about anything that's happening with the game. I'm going to blanketly say, a lot of people have been starting to, and I'm starting to understand and feel it now. Yeah, I remember I went to Howard University, and it was something that's taught that sometimes other races can just be innately racist, and not understanding that it just is because it is. And this man, the way that he is acting, I'm not calling him anything. Because, outside of foolish.
Yeah,
He just has innately shown that you are who you are no matter how many things you tweet and do. You just are that. And you can't, sometimes you can't even see it yourself, especially the people that I'm seeing him bonding and having love fest with. It's okay to want to be the protector and non-misogynist and a Black Lives Matter supporter, which is, it's okay to want to be all of those things, but sometimes your performativeness comes to a halt, and you just show. And it's
absolutely.
scary for you to try to come in here with an essence of what a person should be, because soon who you are is going to show. You can only keep the performance on for so long. And with regards to just your innate being, and because you can keep a lie on about where you work for forever, but for you, who you actually are at your core and your essence, you can't hide that for long. And as soon as he put up the people that he said he wouldn't, the next scene was him sitting with all of the white people and bonding with them, because he's so down for the cause that he slapped all of them in the face, women and minorities, and then found solace and confidence, which again has no, it's no issue with me, but acknowledge it and then don't try to lie to yourself and us. Y'all go read a book. It's called Why All the Oh no, I'm gonna get frustrated. The title, in some sense, if you guys are watching this, you know the title that I'm talking about. Why all the black kids are sitting together in the cafeteria.
That's
But
the name of
basically,
the book.
I think so. You guys put it in the comments. Somebody look it up. Put it in the comments. I want to say it's why all the black kids why all the kids. It talks about socialization and who you are. And babe, find the name of the book. Why all the black kids are sitting in the cafeteria with each other in the cafeteria. Yeah, outside of that, we learn these things about each other and we find solace in people who are like us and with us. Because I understand with the black kids. Well, we always are black, but you find your pockets. And as soon as he felt unrest and discomfort, okay, it's called Why All the Black Kids Sitting Together in the Cafeteria. As soon as he felt discomfort, he went back to what he innately is. His comfort is not women and people of color. His
Yeah,
comfort is white, and that's okay. That's okay. Acknowledge that, see that, and not try to be something else. And that's where my frustration is right now with
absolutely.
him,
Mm-hmm.
is that he could probably be a kind person, want to. Y'all, we already got now they all putting it in the comments. You already asked for a business, so now we're about to tell you. But yes, this is the name of the book. But read the book, you guys. It's an amazing book, but it talks about like our socialization, and we want to be around what makes us feel comfortable and who we are, who we gravitate to, and who we look like. And he put on this performance like I'm somebody that I'm not. And
Yeah,
when it came to him walking into the cafeteria, he was like, he looked at all the tables and he went to the white people. And I think that that's what my only issue is with him. Because Sarah don't know how to not hang around everybody. Because it's who she is. And she and everybody real. She's talking to everybody. She's doing things. Claire, she is Margaret. Okay. I will bring Claire too. The cookout. Okay. Because this is where I feel like she finding the comfort.
and she is definitely, you heard, she there's a little things I think right now is where I will say, because I know we've been talking for a little bit, but I
Oh my
also,
God.
we've been talking, you know, I want to put out the disclaimer right now is
Mm-hmm.
that we are going to be talking more about feeds right now, because pretty much we're done with the episode.
Oh,
For
yeah.
the most part, he ends up putting Travis at the end, ends up putting Travis as the replacement. They take Kyland off of, you know, I don't like the
The
fact that
block.
they didn't really talk about like Kylan's process of getting off, and because that was kind of a process too,
Okay.
but that's fine. Travis is now on. Travis is now on the block. So it is
Did you
now
understand what he was saying
Travis.
when he said it?
Oh my God, no!
Girl, don't
Like,
skip past that
stop.
because I didn't write it
Okay,
down, and I was thinking, I
no.
hope Jessica wrote this down because I
Something
don't
about
know what he.
something about a
It was something
cow
about
is a
hashtag something about.
something about a cow is a bull, is a rainbow, is a hot dog. I have no idea. If anybody knows what the hell this man was talking about, what does a
I'm going to
rainbow?
take
What
this
does
clip.
what does a rainbow and a cow and a bull herd and and a pasture like had to do with whatever was going on? I have no idea. If you again, this may be us being culturally not
Girl,
just
I
not
was
in
like,
depth
what is
with
he
what.
saying?
Someone said they thought he had a stroke. I
Standing up there crazy. And I was like, I really hope that Jessica's writing this down because I have no idea
no. First of
what he's
all,
saying to us.
it maybe if there was a rewind button and I had the time, I would have rewound it like maybe 2 other times. But
Mhm.
after the rainbow, the cow, and the bull, I was just like, I'm not doing this. I am not. You sir, do not have that power over
Uh,
me to waste my time
like this.
writing down what this makes sense just so that everybody in the chat could tell me they don't know either. Why do I gotta? Why does the Puerto Rican woman have to
Oh,
make sense of it?
oh my
Okay,
God.
let
You're right.
everybody be confused. I don't
You're
have
right.
to speak for the white
Because
man.
I was
I
like,
does.
what is this? What is this? I heard the bull. I heard.
Yeah, the rain. At first, it was the rainbow. I thought he was gonna say he had a dream again. I thought he was gonna say I had a dream and I saw a rainbow and I was walking down the pasture with my cow and
Girl.
it turned into a bull. I don't
Oh,
know.
I'm so glad I'm not
I
by myself because I was like, I don't know what. I don't know what is
You're
going on.
right. Hannah, you are so right, Joseph. Hannah would hate us right
Oh,
now.
this episode actually would have probably been over because Hannah yelled at us last time and was like, we were on forever, girl.
Yeah.
Hannah would have wrapped this up a long
Hannah
time
would
ago.
have wrapped this up very, very quick. She would have looked at us like, no, this is done. And at this point right now, we're just kicking and we just gonna just have fun talking, trying to make some sense out of all of this because
Girl,
it just does not.
there was no sense to
You
make. I
are
was
you are
so
not
lost.
gonna gaslight me, Mr. French, and think that I should know what the hell you just said. You are not gonna turn this on me.
I can't.
Nobody understands you. Nobody. It's not just me. You ain't gonna make this about me. Nobody understands you.
Just feels personally attacked.
I feel so personally attacked. Y'all, I'm still going to therapy for this.
Just personally
Okay,
attacked.
I'm still going to therapy for this. So, you know what was funny though? Busy. My husband Steve. He came up to me as I was watching, and he put his arm around me, and he's like, "Babe, is this triggering you?" I was like, oh, baby, thank you for asking. No, now get off me. I gotta take notes.
Yeah. I was like, is it that visible? Because I'm glad, because I promise you I was about to say, I would have been like, don't touch me right now. This man is making me upset. Okay?
I was close. I was close. I was like, yo. But that's part of my therapy too, is like I need to also be patient and understanding that people are generally concerned for my well-being.
Oh my God, I just
know.
had that talking therapy today because me and Taylor Bay have been fighting. And our therapist like, just let him love you. Just like,
Yeah.
no, don't touch me right now. All right, so let's get into sports because you said we have sports. So right now, you guys on the block is Alyssa. She stayed there, okay, the Pawn Star. And then we also have Travis. And I'm sorry, you guys, I can't tell you why he said that Travis is up there. But you said that we have spoilers, so
I mean, it
I,
was not like so much spoilers as
I
much
haven't
as
been watching
just
the feeds.
yes, exactly, all of that, because we are kind of looking at what we're expecting, right? So we
Mhm.
want the comments from you. Obviously, who do
Mhm.
you think is actually going to leave? There are people who are this might turn into a flip, because Alyssa is known to
Wait,
not
wait, wait,
be.
wait, 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 wait. The vote?
Yeah. Why, you think it's a done deal with
No,
Travis?
I don't know anything about anything. Well, I've only you know what I was going through, girl. It was a lot that was happening. So I haven't watched the feeds. So I only right now know what CBS has shown, Paramount Plus has shown me.
Mhm.
I don't know anything about anything, but what I'm hearing from you is that Alyssa is shaky. Well, Alyssa can't vote.
Uh, no. Yes. First, let me think.
Also, this
Pika
one says, "I like
Pika
your
X
hat, bitch."
Rich.
Oh, this is Taylor Bay's hat, y'all, and it says just never mind. See, now you gotta
You like his Pokemon hat. You like his
yeah.
Pokemon hat. Like your hat. You said, Jessica, yo pienso que Whitney es una mamacita porque es una mama y quiero una cita con ella. LOL. Keep it up, guys. Well, it seems that Pika really likes Whitney. He thinks Whitney is a mamacita. He thinks Whitney's thick. I never really saw that, but Whitney's thick, and I think that Xavier. Okay, so some of the spoilers. Xavier kind of may or may not have a thing with Whitney.
For Whitney,
Well, here's the thing.
I thought you liked
So
Alyssa.
so he does, but Alyssa literally friend zoned him. She literally said, Whitney might be
She
a
needs to
cute
go. She
thing.
needs to go. She
So
needs to go.
that's the whole thing. And she's looking at targeting Xavier. Christian and her and Frenchie want Xavier and Kylan gone. This is a no-no, guys. This is a very big no-no. To be
This is
quite
too much
honest,
at once. Go, 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 go,
to be quite honest, this might not be a great situation when you're looking at it. It's like, yes, we want, the big bro threat, to leave. As of right now, Travis is alone. He's alone. He has nobody. Really, he doesn't have any alliances or whatnot.
I
Alyssa
am shook.
here's the thing. Alyssa with the girls serves no purpose, to be
Yeah.
quite honest. She has specifically said she is a guy's girl very many times in front of women in the house. Okay. So now we're looking at this and we're saying, okay, Alyssa's not a girl's girl. Is that a bad thing? Not for the girls. So obviously it makes no sense for the girls to keep Alyssa. She keeps on saying that she's a guy's girl. However, she also wants to target Xavier. Why? I have no idea. This is just crazy because you can totally see that Xavier has something, like he has a little bit of a liking towards her. But here's the other crazy part is that Claire has a crush.
Okay, new name.
Claire has a crush on Xavier, and Xavier is targeting Claire. So you have all these people that are like targeting each other. It's like, yo, but they're like, Alyssa could be working with, Xavier because Xavier kind of, is trying to see how to keep her. I have no idea where any of this is coming. It's quite a little bit of a mess.
This
Yes.
is a dumpster fire.
It is. It is. The slaughterhouse is definitely going to explode so very quickly because they're already targeting a lot of people that are on, thank you for wanting to watch us all day. We can't be here all day,
We
but
can't be.
that
I was
we love
just
you.
about to tell you I got about 5 minutes because I got to travel soon, and the bay is like, hello.
Ay, bendito. Yes, we will figure this out. For those of you all who don't, who have not seen, maybe I should show you. I'm going to show this to you, but don't, please do not blame me.
Then don't show it.
Don't blame me because it was a little hard, and I'm sure that everybody who here has seen where all of the alliances lie. Have you seen where all of the alliances?
No. Do we have enough time? Because I gotta go, so I gotta
I
travel.
know,
Wait, what's
but
this?
I just
Okay.
want to show y'all. So these are the alliances, y'all, and it looks like a hot mess. So if you can make sense of this, I had to show y'all because I was trying to work on it. I'm definitely gonna try to keep working on it. But this is the mess.
Oh, you did this all yourself?
I did.
Yo, you are amazing.
I did. If this helps anybody, I mean, I'm gonna try to work on this and post
Yeah.
it. But I mean, seriously, it makes no damn mess. No goddamn sense. It's serious. The slaughterhouse. I mean, all of these. If you see where all of these lie, like they all intertwine, interconnect, like all of these between the slaughterhouse, the butchers, the cookout, the two that have not been mentioned are the sirens and the jackpot, which they're two all-female alliances,
Mm-hmm.
um both with Tiffany and
Okay.
Claire. So it seems like Tiffany and Claire are the hot duo.
Tiffany is like positioned so well.
Insanely well. Like, I don't think that she will be looked at until after, potentially after jury. Once I couldn't even see her right now. She is just such the mom, such the
And she's
protector.
not in push stop share. Girl, don't minimize that. Push stop share at the bottom. Girl, I'm trying to teach you. I have done it before and show all my information. I had to delete a whole video.
Oh,
Okay?
really? I
Yes,
didn't know that.
girl.
Look at
It gets
Busy
hard out
looking
here.
out,
Okay.
looking out for me.
You know I love you. All right, so let's end this out because I do have to rest so I
Yes.
can go see my sister with the baby.
Yes, I'm so sorry. I know it is a hot mess, y'all. The chart, I know. Did that not make sense? It's probably I'm gonna try to fix that because I was looking at it too, and I was just like,
Did it not make sense, girl? I think everybody was like, this, bless your heart for even.
I had to make sense of it myself. I was like, hold on, wait. So this person and this person, and as you know, it's already changed. We now have a fake alliance that Frenchie just made and just ratted out. Okay,
We could just stop drawing his line everywhere.
Called, and I will say this once and I'll never say it ever again. He named it French Kisses. Or they named it French Kisses. And he already told certain people about French Kisses. So he literally created this alliance with all women to then go and tell his bros about the all-female alliance so that he can then report when they become a female alliance. So gross. But I mean, that I don't know if that's genius, if that's just low, if that is just disgusting. I mean, he's just got issues. But he is on people's he is on people's radar. He is on people's radar.
All right, so y'all, as we close it out,
absolutely.
Because what I'm not going to listen about is French kisses. Okay, that man is crazy. Y'all put it in the comments. And then Jessica's going to close us out with the spiel. But
absolutely.
Put in the comments, should we evict? No. Who do you think should be evicted or will be evicted? Alyssa or Travis? Put it in the comments, Alyssa or Travis. Who do you think will be evicted? And then you could close us out with the regular spiel.
Yes. And so one last thing, I also want to mention that I just got the approval to announce this. I will be a ring girl at the BB Canada versus BB US pay-per-view fight that is going to happen in Arlington, Texas on August 6th. So it is going to be players from BB Canada versus BB US, and I'm going to be the ring girl. So along with Miss Spicy V and Julie Vu from BB Canada 9, we have Fessy, who is going to be boxing. We have Casey, who is going to be boxing. We have quite a few. We have Miss Rockstar, who is going to be boxing. There's a good amount of people that are going to be.
Should I come? I feel like it'll just be me and you gossiping the whole time.
It is. It's gonna be amazing. It's in Arlington, Texas, so that's Dallas, basically.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's gonna be on pay-per-view.
Can you tell
So
me how to buy tickets?
I will be posting it
Mhm.
down. I will be posting it in our comment section, and I'll also be tweeting it. So if you don't already, make sure that you follow both us,
Yep, I'll tweet
myself,
it.
and Busy Blue. All of our information is in the comments.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's gonna be a fun time. I'm super excited about it.
I
Yeah,
have
it's
no
gonna
issue looking at Fessy, so
I have no issue with them like beating the shit out of each other. It's like it's gonna be a nice, healthy, it's gonna be a nice, healthy competition. If you all follow like someone like Rockstar, these people are not playing. They are really working it out. Like they're training hardcore. Josiah is gonna be boxing.
oh my god, I just
Natalie Nagrati is going to be one of the announcers. It's
I
quite
liked
a
her at one point.
studded event.
But if
Let me
Jose's gonna
tell
be there,
you.
Brianna was gagging over Jose, so if Jose is gonna be there, I have
Yes.
to.
So if you know anybody who is in Texas, lives in Texas, wants to
Mhm.
go, the arena holds about 7,000 people. We didn't play. They are not playing. This pay-per-view event is going to be big. I'm not fighting Boo because there is nobody in
Good.
my class.
Nobody better not touch you.
But there's also nobody in my weight class that is a girl that could potentially
If
even
they were, I
touch
would be
me.
like, "Best don't touch you, girl. Do not
they
let
are
me touch you."
they are legit getting weighed. I mean, these people are doing weigh-ins. They are doing. I mean, they are matched up pretty evenly. I mean, I'll tell you, this is kind of a professional, not as professional as these people are gonna get, but seriously,
I'll come
it's
down there, but
insane.
girl, we gonna be a mess.
It's yes, it's gonna be fun. August
Mhm.
6th, I'm gonna post all of the pay-per-view information for those who can't travel to Dallas. And yeah, but I thought I wanted to tell you that. And
And what?
next week we have confirmation that we will have Mr. James Ryan on the show. So we will have another BB legend. If you don't know James Ryan, he was on season 5 and 6, BB All Stars, the only All Stars that we will recognize on the show. I'm kind of giving you all of this so that you guys all know, get hyped up. This is like, yes, next week I'm gonna meet Mr. James Ryan. You knew that I was gonna have to try to surprise you for something. Like, I don't know.
I hate you so much. Okay, get us over here so I can finish packing
I know.
and then yell
Yes.
at you. And then yell at
Yeah.
you. Don't think
Yes.
we're
And
getting off
y'all,
that.
let us know who you think is going to get evicted. And then tomorrow, when they do get evicted, come back, tag Girl Let's Agree to Disagree, and let us know your questions, because we will be interviewing the evictee house guest, the evicted house guest. We got 10 minutes with them. I will be choosing all of the best questions to ask the first evictee of the season. And yeah, we're so
That's like back in the day, big brother. Like that.
hell yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm still on screen.
I mean, yeah, this is gonna be exciting, y'all. So we love y'all so much. Again, if you
do.
haven't already, click like, subscribe, share this with a friend. If you haven't already liked it, like the subscription, or
Yeah, what are
like
you
our
doing?
channel. What are you doing? Share this with a friend. Tell them we're funny. Tell them they don't even have to watch Big Brother in order to laugh with us.
Yeah.
I don't think you do. Do you? I mean, maybe you do. I don't know. But yeah. And I guess we will see you next Wednesday.
Love you
Right? We love
guys.
you. See you later.